Students, today we will complete exercise 5 and then other two exercises A and B, which are on page numbers 9 and 10. In our previous lecture, we had studied about intensifiers. Intensifiers are words which make our writing interesting and precise. That means accurate. And the words we use as intensifiers are very, to, rather, absolutely, completely, totally, etc. Now in exercise 5 on page number 9, we have to use intensifiers from the box to improve the paragraph that has been given below. A bit. The meaning of a bit is a little, absolutely, completely, exquisitely, really, to, very. Now we need to use these words and complete the paragraph. I don't think you need much help in this, so you can do it on your own. But before you do it, let us read it together. I needed to buy a birthday present for my sister. I knew she wanted a new watch, but that was dash expensive for me to buy. I wandered around. That means I went from one shop to another. I wandered. Please see the spelling, W-A-N, wandering. And for wandering, we use W-O-N, which means thinking. So again, I wandered around the shops and saw an dash super photo frame. But that was dash expensive as well. Then I saw an dash beautiful bracelet. My sister dash adores jewelry. I bought the bracelet and had it wrapped up. I felt dash pleased with myself because I knew that my sister would be dash over the moon with her present. Over the moon, very, very happy. Exercise A, page 10. Now please see this carefully. We have to write 6 predictions for the future. What are predictions? Things that we think may happen. So these predictions we have to write by using the modal verbs to show our opinion. Example, I think. So that means I think or I predict more people will become vegetarians in future. Now when you write your sentences, I don't want you to write I think again and again. Instead of I think, you may write in my opinion. That means I think that something might happen very soon. So in between you can write your opinion and you can begin with in my opinion. In the same way you can write in my view. In times to come something might happen. Or I believe that something will happen in years to come. The next one is it seems to me dash. Next, I predict. That means I think that something will happen in the near future. Or you can write, I foresee a strong possibility. Now children, please don't write I think again and again. I have given you 6 different ways of starting your sentences. So please use these when you write. Now there's another thing when you are doing this, please don't give me simple sentences. I need proper sentences, proper predictions, and your cues or your hints are environment. What do you think about the environment? Is it becoming better? Or there are things that we need to do to make it better? Next, jobs. What is the condition of jobs? So write about jobs, what you think. They are few or more, they are increasing or they are becoming difficult, and give your reason or opinion. The next one is you can write about overuse of WhatsApp or Instagram? What are the consequences of using, and what do you think will become in future? So you can also write about the future of sports, health, or children on WhatsApp, etc. You can also write about the effect of both parents working on children. So what do you, in your opinion, how can it affect the children, or bringing up of the children, discipline of the children, from emotions point of view? And the last one is, you can also give your opinion on dealing with coronavirus. So is social distancing going to help? So we need to write our sentences, that means your opinions, in this way, and the cues are on your slide here. Now the next thing is writing. You have a picture, and this is a picture of a boy drowning in the sea. There is a ball, you can take cues, then you have people around, and then when you have people around, there is a boy who's running to save or to rescue. Now we need to remember that we have to think of feelings and emotions. So when you think of feelings and emotions, please think about happy, enjoyment, the boy, he's frightened, the people, how do they feel? If there is a family, then what are the emotions? Maybe this boy who's running to rescue is a lifeguard, and in the end, how everybody felt. Now these feelings and emotions are words, or you need to take or find out synonyms. What are the other words for enjoyment? Frightened, yes? A lifeguard, what is the equipment that he can use? And in the end, were the people relieved, happy? The boy, on being saved, how did he feel? So you need to find synonyms, and you remember the lists that I gave you. You can take your word from your lists as well. Now vocabulary. Now you need to find out words for vocabulary to describe the beach, the sea, the scenery, the weather, the colors of dresses that the children might be wearing, the vehicle. You can even go to the extent of writing the model of the vehicle. Games, eatables that were taken, and the lifeguard, his equipment, and any advice that we might have for the boy. In the same way, we need to find similes, metaphors, and alliterations. You need to collect, so begin collecting appropriate ones for this situation. Frightened, courage, drowning, obedience. So for, the boy who runs to rescue, you can write, he swam as fast as a fish, or he ran as fast as his legs could carry. So in the same way, find other similes and metaphors and alliterations that would be appropriate for this picture. Then you need to think of your opinion, whether the boy who went into the sea did the right thing or not. In your opinion, what should he have done? And what about the advice of the people who are outside? And what about the lesson that the boy learnt from his experience? Without collecting this material or the input, we will not be able to write properly. So all you need to do is, do not write, only collect all this and think of a quote or a saying or a proverb that is appropriate for this picture. And finally, there might be some thoughts that come to your mind which may not fall in these categories. Those things you could write in miscellaneous or the right one. Now, how are we going to collect our information? Let us see the next slide. Now, this is a spider, and in writing, when we use it, we call it the spidergram. Now, just like a spider has feelers in front, or the legs as you may say, in the same way, the legs or the feelers in front, they denote our ideas, our vocabulary, and the different things that we need for writing. So when we make our spidergram, it will look like this. This is the spidergram that you will draw in your books, in your notebooks. Now when you draw your notebook, or when you open your notebook, take both the pages. Don't take one page, otherwise you will not be able to draw this spidergram. Now the first one is all the words that you find on feelings and emotions, you may write in the first oval picture that you have, or the shape that you have. So here you can write about your feelings and emotions. You may write all the feelings and emotions, just not 3. Then you may write the vocabulary, just as I gave you in the previous slides, the similes, metaphors, alliterations, your quotes, sayings and proverbs. Now this does not mean only 3. You can write many more, or as much as possible. In the same way, your opinion, I think, I foresee, in my view, you may write like that. And whatever miscellaneous points or extra points that you can think of, you may just put in these boxes that are on either sides. You may go back to the picture for your cues as to what you should write in feelings and emotions, in vocabulary, etc. I hope it is clear. So now your homework is complete exercise 5 on page number 9, exercise A on page number 10, and you have to make your own spidergram worksheet as instructed. Which is this one? It is this homework. Do it on both the pages. Keep the notebook open and use both the pages. Write as much as you can, and when you are doing this, please use a dictionary, thesaurus, or you may Google for the synonyms. Thank you.